So implicit bias is one of those things that plays heavily into education and into the way Black and brown kids are perceived in the classroom. I can't remember the exact numbers, but the difference between suspension rates in elementary schoolers between like Black and brown kids, Black and Latinx kids, and like everybody else, it's staggering how different it is. And it's not even necessarily because the Black and Latinx kids aren't as well behaved. A lot of it has to do with perception. And I think part of the reason I write the books that I do, especially the ones that do look into things like education and inequity in education, like you have a kid, I was that kid who was force fed a steady diet of dead white men. I never got to see myself in anything I was reading when I was in middle or high school. And like the depictions of Black men, like I never saw Black women. The depictions of Black men were terrible. It was like Tom Robinson and Jim from Huck Finn. And who wants that to be their reality, right? So even just getting down to considering why the educational standards we hold up are the educational standards we hold up, and who do those standards serve? How are you looking at the children in your classroom? What are you looking at with regard to like their capabilities? What are the ways that you might be doing damage as an educator? What are the ways that you might be doing damage to the Black and brown kids in your classroom by not unpacking some of your biases and not considering the way you think of them versus the way you think of like your white students, for instance? It's this whole kind of nasty cycle, you know?
Yeah, it is.